Thank you, Madam Deputy Speaker. The acid test of this bill is whether it delivers on the vow and the recommendations of the Smith Commission. Objectively, assuming that all the amendments the Government has put forward are agreed, we believe that the bill that we have before us goes a long way to delivering on the Smith Commission. Well, it's not to say that the Government has delivered on absolutely everything. They clearly haven't. And I have to say that it is a sad reflection on this Government that they've come to this point kicking and screaming. Since the beginning of the report of the Smith Commission in November 2014, the Government has had a long and painful journey. Nowhere is the Government's change of heart more clear than its own amendment, New Clause 12. During the committee stage, it was constantly argued on this side of the House that the Scottish Parliament and the Scottish Government ought to be described as, quote, a permanent part of the United Kingdom's constitutional arrangements. We argued that the phrase recognised as permanent was less than what was recommended by the Smith Commission, and that as the Scottish Parliament's Constitution Further Powers Committee argued correctly, the use of the phrase recognised as permanent had the effect of weakening the Smith recommendation. I am pleased that the Government has listened. Some might think that this is all about constitutional navel-gazing, but it is an extremely important point that the Scottish Parliament is placed on a firm constitutional footing and that it is spelt out that the sovereignty of the Parliament rests with the people of Scotland. I have, however, a question for the Secretary of State, and it's about the issue of the UK's parliamentary sovereignty. We all know that the classic theory of UK parliamentary sovereignty is stated in Dicey's introduction to the law of the Constitution. According to this classic theory, Parliament can make a law on any subject that it pleases, and there are no fundamental laws that restrict its powers. The Government's New Clause 12 is, I would suggest, a departure from that theory, and that is something that I welcome. Would you agree with me that in passing New Clause 12, we are making modest but significant constitutional history?